evening and thanks for tuning in. I'm Joey Rell with the WJTS News. A Vincennes man and his co-defendants have been sentenced for felony firearm violations. 20-year-old Dakota S. Levelet was sentenced to 4 years of probation for making a false statement in connection with an acquisition of a firearm. 23-year-old Nicholas Apple of Vincennes was sentenced to 15 months in federal prison and will serve 2 years of supervised release and pay a $1,000 fine. 24-year-old Kyla Freeman of Bicknell was sentenced to 2 years of probation and ordered to pay a $500 fine. Court documents say the sentencing stemmed from an incident that occurred in February of 2019. Levelet wanted to purchase a firearm. He could not personally purchase one from a licensed dealer due to his age. Levelet discussed this issue with Apple, but Apple was not able to purchase a firearm because he is a convicted felon. They both agreed that Apple would ask his then-girlfriend, Kyla Freeman, to purchase the firearm for Levelet. Freeman agreed and accepted money from Levelet, falsified information on the official firearms transaction record, and purchased a .38 caliber revolver to give to Levelet. Levelet eventually sold the firearm to a juvenile who accidentally shot another juvenile in the chest. The victim survived but is now paralyzed. The suspect accused of killing a Terre Haute police officer is facing a federal murder charge. 30-year police veteran detective Greg Ferenczi was shot and killed outside the FBI Terre Haute resident agency on Wednesday. Shane Meehan allegedly threw a Molotov cocktail toward the building, then shot Ferenczi when he was walking out of the building. Meehan was shot twice by an FBI special agent and was found at a hospital where he had surgery for his injuries. If convicted of killing an officer Ferenczi, Meehan faces life in prison. A Bedford man is behind bars this week after leading state police on a pursuit that never went above 50 miles per hour. A state trooper was traveling westbound on State Road 158 just west of Fayetteville in Lawrence County when he got behind a vehicle driving below the posted speed limit on Wednesday. The driver, later identified as 58-year-old Tommy Terry of Bedford, then began weaving all over the roadway from the right roadway edge to across the center line. When the trooper put his emergency lights and sirens on to pull him over, Terry threw up his arms in a manner of disgust and refused to stop. The pursuit came to an end when Terry drove off the roadway into a yardway and came to a stop. Troopers searched the vehicle and found a pipe with burnt marijuana residue along with other drug paraphernalia and discovered that Terry had a suspended driver's license. After transporting him to IU Health in Bedford, Terry consented to a blood draw. He was arrested and booked into the Lawrence County Jail for a felony charge of resisting law enforcement and misdemeanor counts of possession of drug paraphernalia and operating with a controlled substance in the body. One of the biggest tech companies in America is the focus of another state investigation. Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita joined 37 other state attorney generals in filing a lawsuit that revealed that Google is abusing its market control in the digital economy through Google Play. This is an app store that comes pre-installed on nearly every Android device. Through contractual restraints, technical barriers, and deception, Google inhibits competition by obstructing reasonable alternative means of downloading apps. The complaint alleges that Google has unlawfully restrained trade and maintained monopolies in the markets for Android app distribution and payment processing services for Android in-app digital purchases. More information about the lawsuit can be found on our website, WJTS.tv. A new piece of equipment is being added to state trooper uniforms. The Indiana State Police is well underway with the process of issuing body-worn and in-car cameras to its troopers. The process started in early June and is expected to be completed in late August. In all, nearly 800 body-worn camera systems, which will also include work in tandem with the in-car cameras, will be put into the field for uniformed troopers and sergeants assigned to patrol duties, Capitol Police officers, and specific special operations units. Over 230 body-worn and in-car camera systems will have been deployed into the field so far. The system utilizes a router that is installed in the vehicle, which allows for more accessibility and connectivity in areas of the state where cell phone coverage is not always optimal. The cost associated with this project is approximately $15 million over a period of 5 years. Police officers are trading in the squad car for a bike to recognize fallen law enforcement officers. The 20th annual Cops Cycling for Survivors takes riders on a 1,000-mile trek in 13 days throughout the state in July. The ride starts on July 12th at the Police Memorial in Indianapolis. We'll go through Princeton and Huntingburg between July 19th and July 21st before coming to an end on July 24th at Crown Hill Cemetery in Indianapolis. The group honors the more than 400 Indiana officers killed in the line of duty by reading a memorial for each officer during the tour. For more information, you can visit copscyclingforsurvivors.org. The results are in for the 2021 Patoka 2000 Duck Race. This year's grand prize was a $250 downtown Jasper shopping spree from the Greater Downtown Jasper Business Association, and it went to Mike and Adam Dooley. Barb Ernie took home the second place prize, a picnic 6-foot picnic table from Crimp Lumber Company. Catherine Bagley took home the third place prize of $100 in cash from Bob Leaguer's Buick GMC. The fourth place prize of $100 in cash from Ubelor & Sons went to Maringer Plumbing and Heating. A $50 gift certificate from Green Thumb Landscaping, Inc. was this year's prize for fifth place and went to Matrix Integration. Suzanne Webb took home sixth place title and a $50 gift certificate from Olinger Diamond Center. And finally, Robert Ossenhauer won seventh place and went home with logo items from Jasper Engines and Transmissions. This year's race took place on July 8th at the Jasper Municipal Swimming Pool. The race is a fundraiser that supports the efforts of Patoka 2000, a beautification group of the Jasper's Chamber of Commerce that works hard throughout the year to clean up and beautify the Patoka River entryway into Jasper. If you're looking for some good old family fun this weekend, Hayesville is the place to be. The 58th annual Hayesville Summerfest is coming back to Hayesville Park this weekend. The famous golden fried chicken or barbecue pork chops will be offered again this year. The food lines open at 4 p.m. on Saturday and run until they are sold out. Food booths will be open for service between 4 and 11 p.m. Fruit cobbler, ice cream, and floats will be offered by the Boy Scouts food stand, and the Du Bois Cheerleaders food booth is offering hand-squeezed lemonade shake-ups. Aaron Bridgewater will have a live acoustic set and will take on the stage from 4:30 to 6:30, and the Dusty Miller Band will perform from 7 to 10:30. 3 separate half-pot drawings will take place throughout the night. All proceeds from the event will go back to the Hayesville community. Children from around the county once again have the chance to show off their hard work at the fair next week. From livestock shows to pageants to Lego projects, Du Bois County kids have been working hard to prepare for the upcoming events. Here's Purdue Extension Youth Development Coordinator Lisa Wilson discussing the time frames most 4-H kids operate under.
We're titling it Coffee and Conversation because that's really what we want it to be. It's going to be an open house style from 9 to 11 where you can come in, get yourself a cup of coffee, go and explore the grounds, look at all the exhibits, the animals, and then at 10 a.m. we're having Lee Bilderback come in and he's presenting on the history of Du Bois County. So that's from 10 to 11. However, if he's presenting and you still want a cup of coffee, you can come in and get a cup of coffee and go explore. You know, we're just keeping it very casual. We want it to be a fun time to kind of catch up on the things that we've missed.
The 4-H Fair provides a great opportunity for Du Bois County residents to get out and socialize with the community. Here's Purdue Extension Health and Human Sciences educator Chelsea Brewer revealing details about a social event for all fairgoers.
We have education stations going on every night where in most of the education stations there will be a make it and take it activity that is connected back to one of our 4-H projects. So if you have a child that just wants to learn a little bit more about what 4-H is or just wants to do a fun activity and have something to take home for free, we'll be out in the exhibit buildings every night during fair doing an activity.
If you'd like a hands-on experience but aren't participating in any events, there's still an option for you. Here's Lisa Wilson discussing that option.
Some of them have been working on it since last year's fair. You know, they get done with one project and they start up the next one. But for the most part, most of them have started in January and have been working on their projects throughout the entire year. Even with the poster projects, you know, doing research and figuring out what topic they want to present on takes some time.
The Du Bois County 4-H Fair will run from Monday, July 12th to Friday, July 16th, with events also occurring on Saturday and Sunday. A full schedule of events is posted on our website, WJTS.tv. Stay tuned. Your weekly forecast and sports are still to come on 18 WJTS News.